Grand Rising YouTube, Grand Rising. Good evening, good day, depending on where you are. I'm back in again to channel messages that's sent to me, through me, for me to share. And this is a part 3 in regards to the messages that I put up on my channel yesterday, which was the 27th of August, new moon in Virgo / Libra, depending on which chart you're following right now. But this is a part 3. This is a message for Starseeds, and this is the energy that I kind of picked up on as I was coming out of message 2. You know, this is definitely a message for Starseeds here, and it gets deep. It gets real deep, because as I left these cards out from the previous readings, I put back some but left the ones I was guided to leave. And these two, I was just staring at them as I was doing my write-up. I've got like 2 pages, so bear with me, but this is bringing me back to the 15th century. It's just how my guides work with me. I looked at the numerology and I was just instantly directed to 15th century. Now, I'm not a history person. I hated history in school, truly. So when I get that download, 15th century, I know it's a message from the Most High in regards to this message. When I see the Queen of Swords in the reverse, now I'm seeing the Queen of Swords in the reverse as somebody who's self-reliant, needing to seek out more information, needing to investigate with the help of their soul family. Card came through. There's a need to wait or postpone something. Pause. Because there's energies out there that didn't do this in regards to projecting towards you. And this is the reason why there's a hindrance, I feel like, on time or on certain information. There's a blockage in you connecting with your soul tribe in regards to whatever kind of, I'm hearing cloaks and I'm hearing daggers, going back to the Marvel season, that was put over you. You wasn't seen for your true authentic self. So therefore, that connection that you was hunting for in regards to your soul family, there was an interference. There's something about the energy of 10, could be 100, but I kind of picked up on that when I got into the research of the 15th century energy, which brings us back to I believe it's the energy of the plague, where we had that outburst, not we, but they had the outburst. There's some kind of relevance in regards to that. There's some kind of hidden information that needs to be brought back from that time into this time, that, as the card says, is needing healing. There's some kind of hidden information that's needing to be brought forward to the now, because that's in the right direction that we're needing to go, whatever this may be. Someone's needing to be proud of themselves for discovering whatever this information is that they're needing at this time in order to fight. There's some kind of battle energy that's coming forward, and there's a need to gather together your soul family, your 5-star. I've literally just gone and done a clear up of my channel, both of my channels, of those who I was connecting to as my 5-star from since 2019. There's at least 3 channels that I followed back then that will follow me until the end of time. Their insight and their genuineness is this. It just reminds me of myself, and I say that humbly. There's some others that I come across along the way, but I'm realizing there's a rotation, like a kind of shimmer as and when. I'm gonna read what I wrote yesterday after coming out of this energy. I didn't want to jump straight into it. Again, I had visitors, and like I said, I was clearing up my YouTube channel. So I've written here, new moon in Virgo / Libra, 27th of the 8th, 2022. Starseeds message 3. I picked up the year 1951 to 1956 in regards to some kind of, I was picking up like a 10-year, or again, there's some kind of relevance of somebody or a group of people needing to reconcile, reconnect. I feel I'm connecting with a group of starseeds coming into alignment with their soul family, their 5-star, over a period of time being guided to, hunted down in a time of investigation of hidden past traumas that may have resurfaced due to recent events. You may have been seen as a Queen of Swords in the reverse, not intellectually understanding or understanding in your power of the Queen of Swords in the upright. Feel as though you may have not been able to dissolve these past resurfacing events. And at the time I was writing this, I had a vision or a remembrance of a vision that I had some years ago, sitting by a lake, especially when I see the water guardian here and this energy here. It kind of gives me the energy of sitting by the lake. It says, talk less, feel more, the card says. So anyway, brought me back to the energy of Yemamaya. It says, what you hunted is hunting you. Lighten up, you are protected. Those that are trying to block your spiritual journey and your guidance. You're on the move as and when. Very, very grounded and very guided. Only move as and when your spirit guides tell you to. Young soul, Pisces energy, youngest of possibly the family, youngest of the zodiacs, in discovering of the new, second house. You're needing to crawl before you walk, and walk before you run, and run before you fly. That's that. I was picking up an energy of like rapture. At that particular moment I was writing this, I was picking up energies of telepathy, maybe an experience of lately, projection, reading thoughts, thinking or saying something before it's said or done, strange cravings, even though you know you're not pregnant. Balance your emotions at this time, and I wrote at this time as the @ sign, as if you're sending an email, because there's certain people, places and things that you're needing to be very mindful of where you're going to. Going back to a couple of days ago, I was having a conversation, a lengthy conversation, and the history of a place in the UK called Alton Towers came up, and I feel like it's very much relevant to the energies that's been coming through in my readings on my channels. There's not really been much of a relationship, and any relationship energy that's come through is more so of a distraction, so that we don't get to this point of what's to come in this regards to this new age, this new covenant, this new direction that we're needing to move in. There's a need to move east is the energy. It's that Holy Trinity energy where that new beginning is going to be for those who's resonating with the energies of the 144. More specifically, the youngest of the tribe of Benjamin, who followed their brother Judah, the tribe of Judah. So anyway, it says who you're listening to and what you're listening to at this time. Listening to others' channels, signs and synchronicities, resonating a lot. Signs, notice the signs. And when I say notice the signs of those who you're listening to in regards to channels, what I've noticed over the last 2 to 3 years is I'm very much connected to those of my zodiacs. In the beginning, it was of my sun sign, which is a Taurus. Also with my moon sign, I also resonated with also going along with my rising in the beginning. But gradually, as I began to learn and gain more information, Queen of Swords in the reverse, as I began to learn more information in regards to my journey and the mission and my destiny, and I started to pick up other signs. I started to realize that my ancestors were actually guiding me to Pacific channels who may not have the same zodiac sign as me as prior, as before. But when I listened well enough, I realized that they carry the same zodiac as an ancestor that I know is with me in spirit. So little things, and then you notice that particular person who's on that channel has certain traits of that person who you know in spirit, you know, so you kind of put two and two together. Discernment is so important right now, because you got energies out there who you may confuse as your 5-star because of what they're projecting to you. They're using your vulnerabilities to get into the mind of your high priestess, of your hidden truths, and what it is that you're needing to put out. You understand? You can't allow these negative, low vibrational people that's controlled by a low vibration distract you from your purpose. This is a battle between good and evil. And when someone's going out of their way to distract you from your purpose, you have to cut them off. There's not even no point looking into it. Just cut them off. Like today, there's a few channels that I actually cut off. I didn't even realize there's a link on YouTube where you can actually remove them from ever even coming through on your feed, because a few channels that I may have deleted who I totally just didn't resonate with, I wouldn't still notice them coming on my, you know, my homepage. But there's actually a button that you can click on and remove it from ever appearing again. Remove what you need to remove from your energy field so that you're able to absorb the messages that you're needing to absorb and relay the messages that you're needing to relay, if not for just yourself but for those around you. So again, I was continuing to write, because again, your 5-star, your soul family is not always going to be directly around you. I said at one point in something that I wrote for my channel that my true soul family doesn't reside in the same town or country as myself. My soul tribe is outside of my circle. Other than those who I have to protect, I'm seeing with the 9 of Swords in the reverse here. Which is my children. Look, I just went into a trance here. So anyway, I'm going to continue reading. It says, stay focused and remember your task. To love yourself. Seek the knowledge, take the heed, and apply it to your life where necessary. The age of light is upon us, is here. 2 minds. Some know and understand, and some resist it and decide to act off of a low vibration. We have a task to spread knowledge of our own individuality, ways of doing so. So as many in the quarters are aware of what's to come, not in fear of what's to come, but aware of what's to come. Through your own battles and testimonies, trials and tribulations, and through inner knowledge and applying to your life, you was able to set yourself free. Is the reason why you're in this position that you are right now, to relay this message on to those who's coming up after you, the children, the next generation. To move out of this energy, as I wrote here, applying to your life, to set yourself free. 5. The true divinity, Trinity, unity, free, mind, body and soul, father, mother and child, balanced in your masculinity and your fem energy. Awareness, raising of the consciousness will raise your vibrations. Have faith in this transitioning. As a new covenant, a distinct breed, a distinctive breed, resurrects under a new covenant. The answers you're seeking at this time are and or will be revealed to you at the right time, at the right place. Kind of an energy. You will know, when you connect, if it truly resonates. I can sense a question mark in regards to the connection from or with this hunting energy. There's a need not to worry and to lighten up. Let your fears dissolve. Universal love surrounds you and will lead you in the right direction or away from what it is you're needing to move away from. Distrust the vibrations that you're feeling within yourself, and all of that's going to come with the energy of self-love. You then begin to trust your feelings and your emotions and those nudges that you're getting. There will be no more doubt, because doubt's only created by those who project it onto you, and this starts from that energy of the base chakra, where you possibly stop speaking, you know, and you was well into your emotions. I'm picking up an energy on a very shy or an observant child here. I then started, had a bit of a break after I wrote that, and putting these cards as they are now, and getting these cards pre-shuffled for this energy. But then again, like I said, I had a disturbance yesterday. Not a bad disturbance, but nevertheless it kind of pulled me away from this energy, which I possibly may have needed, because when I came back is when I saw the energy of this the 9 of Wands and the 6 of Cups in the reverse, and when something said do the numerology. I love numerology when it comes on to reading, and I totaled it up to 15th, and then I heard 15th century, and I kind of chuckled, because now I know it's a message from my Most High. I don't do history, as I said. So anyway, I was picking up the 15th century is the Dark Ages, Middle Ages, 15th to the 19th, 900 years. And going back to my season 9, which I done some time ago, which is all about the energy of the children of Lur and the 12 dancing princesses. The story that was read from my oracle book of the card Children of Lur refers to a curse that was set over those 5 princes for 900 years, 300 at a time. Now we will know it to be slavery being one of them, the captivity of the Israelites being another, you know, and now this is referring to another. So this is now bringing me to the full 900 years that the children of Lur were speaking about in my season 9, and the return of of Hansel again, referring to the children of Lur in my season 1, which I've just recently started. I'm now on season 7, which is very deep, very deep. It's that season 6 is a global warning. That's got nothing to do with, you know, love and romance, not even work, or, you know, this is all to do with your health and your strength in needing to gather your numbers together of your soul family, investigating what you're needing to investigate from whatever past life you may resonate from. For this time, there's a breaking of some kind of curse, and going back to the story of Alton Towers, there's a chain around a tree which has been there for, I believe, 2 centuries. And the reason why there's a chain there is because a curse was set upon a local man's family. And I believe if a branch falls, then a member of his family shall fall. And that's so said, so done. A branch fell, a member of his family passed. He then got a chain to wrap around the tree so that no more of its branches fall. To this very day, that chain is around that tree. You know, it's a deep energy. There's something, and the reason why it's coming up for me now and I'm able to share, because there's something relevant in regards to whatever this global warning is that's coming towards us. The signs of the times are now, and we're needing to be heading in the right direction. The age of light. And right now, this lifetime that we've had, is this a lifetime of training for whatever this fight is that we're coming against. So let me see, I want to pull a card for those who I'm resonating with, and the energies that I'm resonating with. Bear in mind, this is a calling in all zodiacs, but the 2 that's sticking out to me is the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords. So let's see, tell me more about this energy with those who I'm connecting with in regards to this Starseed message. We've got desire, and I just honestly, I can't. And we've also got Yamamaya, awakening, goddess of the sea, followed the slave ship to their destiny. I just feel a warmness in my heart when I see this card comes out, and it's just confirming to me the whole message. I was feeling this from the message that I put up on my station yesterday. I've been feeling a deep connection with the goddess Yemamaya through my awakening. I've come to certain realizations, especially when I had that vision, that remembrance of the vision I had a few years back. I'm on the right path, you know, and whosoever I'm connecting with right now, you're on the right path. You're just needing to seek out more information of that time that you're connecting with. There's a need to go back into, or there's a need to get into meditation. Clear your thoughts, clear your mind. The more you clear, the more you hear. Some may be learning how to do this through their soul family, you know, through their wisdom. Especially if you're a baby in this, if you're new to this. It can be sometimes overwhelming. I remember 3 years ago for me, it was overwhelming. It was surreal. I was making so much contacts with so many different channels. They must have thought I was cray-cray, honestly. But then I had to realize that I had to self-rely. I had to figure this out for myself. And along the way I did. I trusted within my inner guidance, my higher self, my ancestors, my Most High, and my angels of all 4 quarters of this universe. And that's who I put my faith and my trust in. And then answers come to me. Ask and you shall receive. Meditation brings answers. Prayer is when you're asking for something, but when you meditate, you're listening. And I feel like that's what's called for right now, for those who's resonating with this Starseed message. Connect with water right now. It says, talk less and feel more. It says, connect with your emotions. Whatever it is that you're trying to figure out, you will figure out. And at the bottom of the deck, we've got miracles. So let's see, tell me more about this energy, because this is where I was picking up the 15th century energy from. Tell me more about this energy in regards to the 9 of Wands and the 6 of Cups. Why is this energy here? Which has been in reference to that 15th century energy. Why is this energy here? There's wisdom to be found from that time for this time in regards to the battles and the hurdles that you may have been facing. Bottom of the deck, can't even make it up. Atlantis. And look at that. I just spoke about the Alton Towers top. Trees. Get one more card in regards to this energy. What's the most important message from this past life energy? What's the most relevant information for this time, at this time? Let's get one more card. And we've got transportation. And it wants to fall over the energy of let your fears dissolve. It's like that energy of move past that time, those times. It's the kind of energy. And at the bottom of the deck, I have to take this out. Knight of the knighthood, because this is going back to a time of the medieval times. That's when the Roman Emperor collapsed at that time. Then bringing us into another era, which would have been around the 18th century. This is getting deep. I mean, I don't know enough on this history to really go deep, but I'm definitely going to be doing my research this bank holiday, you know. So whilst they're out jumping and dancing and all of that, I'm going to be in there researching, gaining more wisdom in regards to this time of Atlantis, connecting with the goddess of the sea, mother of the sea, Yemamaya. I feel like there's hidden information to be found in regards to, and I will get into this. I know it's been a long intro, but this is a deep message for those who's resonating with this starseed message. Message 2, message 1 for the new moon in Virgo that I've titled is definitely relevant for possibly like what's going on for you right now. You maybe feel like you're connecting with somebody. You may even feel hunted down by somebody who you're connecting with. There's an odd feeling. The messages that's been coming through on my channel is an energy of like a spiritual hitman kind of an attack. You know, you might have questions about somebody who you're connecting with, but there's an unexpected twist to that energy that's come through on my channel. And I say that because I see it here, and like I said in my intro, what's hunting you, or what you're hunting, is hunting you. Not only your 5-star, your soul family, but also the opposing team, the enemy, the adversary, is also out here in this knighthood energy. What I channeled a few weeks ago after a very deep ancestral message coming out of a dream was that there's an energy of battle coming towards us, and it's an energy of either us or them, sink or swim, fight or hide. You know, that kind of an energy. It was a deep energy leading into my season 7, the global warning. I definitely feel like this is something that's needing to be aware of, not to have any fear of, because the card says in the message 2 to relax. Basically, this is a prophecy. Everything is going to play out in the way that it's needing to play out. But in the 15th century, there's an energy here of needing to be very mindful of who you're connecting with at this time, in the physical and in the spiritual. As it is above, so it is below. You know, there's something about something spreading here, and it's in the waters. There's some kind of wisdoms that's needing to be gained. And when I see the 6 of Pentacles in the reverse, 6 of Cups in the reverse, it's like there's an energy of not to consume the waters, you know, that is man provided for us, like through the taps. It's like a naturalness. The other day when I had the heavy rainfall, I collected the water, and it's just a feeling. It just feels, you know, miracle, spiritual, mysterious. Especially the readings that came out that morning when I did those readings. The rain and the wind and the snow card came out. It couldn't have been any more in perfect alignment with the energies that was at the time. So let me see. Let me get one card on this energy of warrior. What's the past life? Food and hunger. He had to fight. Had to fight to defend yours, family, home, so that you was no longer in this situation. And I'm picking up an energy of those who's chosen. You may notice you go through some harder deals in life. You know, you have to fight a lot harder than the average to get to where it is that you're needing to get to, or get what it is that you're needing to get. Even as things as natural as food is the reason why there's an energy of Dr. Sebi here in growing your own. Warrior, warriors. We are the creation of the next generation. In them times here of starvation, we have to teach them no hesitation. Foundation, plantation, education, manipulation, liberation, evolution. Judge who, judge me, judge you. This is about me and this is about you. We have to raise the consciousness of humanity. Judge who, judge me, judge you. That's one of my freestyles I got on my channel. Hope and pray, you know, for the kids of today. for the kids of tomorrow, I should say. Taking my time on this one, Starseeds. I also pick up from the card of food and hunger that this is also a time of drought, of famine. Is the reason why I believe there's a strong energy that came through in my global messages of rain, wind, and snow. And the message that I shared on my channel from the other channel, Chris Lux, Empress Chris Lux's channel. There's that Taurus message. There was something in regards to controlling of weather that was an energy that was done against you. That was in her messages of the juju on your boo-boos, you know. So this is talking about things that's done under the moon against you in order to prevent you. And as a collective, globally, there's something that's going on with the weather. And I kind of picked up on that energy. Like I said, when I woke up early that rising, and it was heavy rain. After here in the UK, we've had drought. It's been so warm, hot weather. So many heat waves, more than usual. Nothing's really growing like how it should grow, you know. Down to even the grass. There's something in the air, is what I'm trying to say. And whatever it is, we're needing to pay attention in regards to the direction and what it is that's needing to be released and what it is that's needing to be, I'm hearing, dragged back up. Balance, discernment, wisdom, understanding. There's a scripture in Proverbs, and it says something about get wisdom and get understanding, or something along the lines. I have to look it up. But I feel like this is what it is. We're having to get wisdom and understanding in regards to the signs of the times that our ancestors are trying to guide us through right now. I'm hearing right now we can't do it without the guidance of our ancestors, and they will come to us in many shapes and forms, in the shapes of forms as people, as channels, as birds, as other animal totems. You know, Batgirl came through. The energy of the bats came through, bringing in a message in regards to a distinctive breed that's going to be resurfacing or coming out from underground. A distinctive breed, a minority. Right now is a time of healing of a past time, of a past life, of a past era. 15th century is what's coming through strong here. Okay, my device just cut there, so this may come in as a part 2 if I can't get to connect them together. But let's see, let's pull a spirit energy in regards to this energy that I'm connecting with, in regards to this starseed message for this new moon in Virgo / Libra. Let's see, tell me more about this energy for those who's resonating. What's the most important message? Shamanic healing. Cleansing. It says cleansing attunement. Card number 17. And I was just about to say 17th century. So there may even be something relevant about that, but this is about clearing up the times of this time. Of that time, I should say. Sorry, as I was just drawn to my other deck. I'm going to pull for this first. Let's get another 2 more cards. I think 3 cards. Tell me more about this energy for those who's resonating. It's the most important message for those who's resonating with this starseed energy. I'm right now, and because I'm going back to a comment that I heard a channel make in regards to things being of a fairy tale nature, and you know what the reason why my channel processes the 144 with the 12 dancing princesses in a fairy tale kind of a way, is because sometimes you have to be more inner standing instead of judgmental, because you have no idea of the traumas of somebody's past and what it is and how it is that their healing process is, and how they process the healing and the messages that they receive in order to heal. And I like how this card fell on the arrow card. It says surround yourself with protective energy, you know. And I was remembering also this card behind the water guardian, which says protection. There's a need to protect yourself from those that's trying to distract you off of your past and trying to discourage you and create doubt, so that you're not able to provide nor fight yourself out of this energy that's coming towards us. That's going to be an energy of, I'm hearing famine, drought. There's a need, as the card said, that came out in part 2, or was it part 1? There's a need for us now to prepare. It's the card that came through. So let's just see, what's this card that came through, because that was deep. So it says journey guide, travel, changing location. There may be a cause to have to travel across the waters, however that may resonate. Whether that's crossing a bridge, you know, crossing the sea, crossing the ocean, you know, however that may resonate. And now I'm seeing 222. We've got 22 here, and we've also got the 20 here. So this could be 2022 that this traveling, this needs to take place. Like I said in my global warning messages, there was an urgency energy at the time when I done that, which was around 4 days ago, 5 days ago now. It was an energy of 2 to 6 days, something between the 24th of August and the 30th of August. There may be a need to move. I'm hearing a movement, a revolution, to move east, go east. And the illustration in this is speaking volumes to me. Volumes. It's bigger than us. There's a need to look at the bigger picture here. It says currents of emotions, and again we'll go into that currents, you know, the weather, the changes, the uncontrolled feelings that you may be getting at this time, like I got during those 10 messages I put up 5 days ago. Definitely led by the Most High, definitely guided and protected by my ancestors, as I was so open receiving these messages. Let's get one more card. What's the energy of Yamamaya here in regards to this current energy of this past events? And this card came through in the message that I did in regards to that masculine energy, the Emperor, that was strong-headed but hard-edged. Wisdom of the Magi. Mental clarity is what Yamamaya is trying to bring to you. She wants you to connect with water. She wants you to gain more insight and information in regards to who she is. I'm hearing right now a quote. There's a quote that's coming now, and it says, knowledge is power, but applied knowledge is freedom, is what I'm picking up. It took me some time to get that out. I remembered it, but I couldn't put it into words, and I feel like that's what it is. Somebody's knowledge and wisdom is, you know, you've got the knowledge, you've got the wisdom, but it's just putting it in a line, you know. It's putting it in some kind of order in order to see what this is that's needing to be brought to the surface for this time. What's the mental clarity for those who's resonating? Go with the flow. Go with the flow. Go with that, with the natural current. I'm hearing. Go with the current. There's some kind of mystery to this knighthood energy, this middle age, dark age energy. There's a forward movement that's taking place. It's a mystery to us. But that's where the hunt, that's where this energy is coming from. That falling of the Roman Empire is the energy I'm picking up on here. I'm hearing they're needing to lighten up. Let's see, tell me more about this energy. Guys, travel, change in location here for those who I'm resonating with. That energy and needing to prepare. That energy and needing to go east. Recognition. Recognizing that promised land, that, you know, where that new beginning is going to be. What it is that you're needing to move away from. People, places and things. What changes that you're needing to make in your life. You may be relocating. Let's see, one more card in regards to this Sharmic healing. Why is this energy of cleansing and attunement here? It's like the more you clear, the more you hear, Starseeds. And the more you're able to accept in regards to the things that you're seeing whilst you're traveling. People, places and things. You just have an inner knowing, you know. And I always go with my inner knowing. It's never failed me yet. I'm an empress, no time for brawl. Go up on my knees, all the maids make a call. Granny 1, Granny 2, Granny 3. That's how me say me draw my energy. From me young, them that make me fall. History made me know me is a real Israelite. History made me know me is a real Israelite. So when me stand, me have to stand tall. Alright, let's see, tell me more. Why is mental clarity here in regards to this energy? What's the mystery? What's the mystery? There's something about this whole runner chaser, twin flame energy. Some clarity is going to be brought about the situation. What you're hunting is hunting you. There's something. It's again going back to my seasons and my chapter. Picking up from season 8, I was picking it up from. There's an energy of maybe you're feeling. I'm hearing in a box. I'm picking up an energy of something being trapped in a box. But whatever this energy is, relax. It's all part of the prophecy. It's all meant to be for the greatest good. Is the energy I'm picking up on. Whoever tried to project negativity and low vibrations to you is turning back around on them. You know? It's an unexpected union is the kind of energy is what I'm picking up on. But I feel like that's just me, that's just minimum compared to what's here. But there's some kind of clarity that's going to be brought to you in regards to some kind of runner chaser situation. Some kind of acceptance you're going to come to in regards to the things that you're recognizing, you know, of whilst you're moving around and the different stories that you may be hearing from other channels, other people around you. You know, you may be in certain support groups along that line. Whoever you're with in this energy of, I'm picking up of the wilderness, in this energy that you're surrounded with, in this famine energy, this drought energy, this hunger, this food and hunger in the reverse energy, that energy of preparing your soul family, you're going to come to understand the mysteries. And it says here, your life is a canvas, artist, manifestation, creative ability. And as you move around, you will begin to see a fuller picture of yourself is the energy I'm picking up on. It will start to trigger memories of past life, this life, wise, you know. Certain things may have happened, the wings. I feel like certain things is coming together for somebody. Like life may have been a jigsaw puzzle all over the place. But I feel like this year, 2022, balance is being restored and certain things is making sense to you now. Tell me more about this energy of mystery. Alright, let me see. Tell me more about this energy. Why is Hunter here? Why is Hunter here? For those who I'm resonating with. I'm still feeling the energy of somebody being drawn back to this feeling of being trapped. I'm picking up energies of someone feeling set up. But again, go back to some of my chapters, especially with the ones of the twin flame journey, and you can kind of see this energy of the hunter that you may feel like is hunting you. You know, that whole runner chaser. It says the courageous Finny. It says multifaceted, unique nature, let yourself be seen. And as I'm saying that and I'm reading that, I'm just listening to my that was total terrible reading I just did just there, but let me just put the card to there. It reminds me of the song that I started to write last year, and it says Togger man. What is a Togger man? A gentleman mixed with the bad man. Overall, not godly man. It's like you can't figure out whether this person that you're connecting with is good or bad. Is good or bad. You know, you're trying to pick sense out of nonsense. That you're trying to figure out the mystery. Goes back to my song. It could have risky for you. For go back in a history for soul for the mystery. Me said that's when the most I him bless me. Something may not be feeling too good for you in regards to some kind of connection that you're in, but believe me and you, it's all part of what's going to be opened up to you. It's all part of a wisdom of a higher consciousness. It's all going to make sense to you in the end. Is the kind of energy I'm picking up on. Tell me more about this energy of the current emotions in regards to this unconditional feelings. It says messenger. It says Cyrus energy, bringing harmony and balance. And we're in that time right now. Year 2022 is the year of balance. Break it down to the 6. And this is, the time is now. I just keep hearing this throughout this message. The time is now. The time to act and move is now, and to prepare is now. Whatever it is that needs to be seen is gonna be needed to be seen now. Whatever it is that needs to be prepared for, it needs to be prepared for now. Like there's no time to do the planning and the creating and the building and all of that now. It came out in the reverse, and it's here in the reverse for a reason. Under the energy of change and location and prepare, this card wants to come through also. And it says a new earth. It says a new earth is happening. Keep holding this vision. And like I said, this is a time of a new age. Of that light, that new light energy. This is a time to move east. For that new covenant that's coming towards us. Let's get one more message in regards to this shamanic healing. Loosen your grip, coping mechanisms, destiny, addiction, and let God in. Prepare for the time to let God in. The time is now. 2022. This is why you was cracked open. Why you hit rock bottom. Why you needed to surrender and to become the alchemist of your life, so that you can become that warrior, that warrioress, and move with the flow. You understand? Move with the current emotions, because it's not going to be smooth. It's definitely not going to be no fairy tale. But sometimes that's the only way that you're able to bring the awareness to those who find in a situation fearful, to accept and to recognize. That's just my thought process. That's just my healing process, I guess. I'm going to pull a shamanic message, and I think I'm going to close it there. I want to go into a next one. I don't want this to be too long. I don't want it to be, I'm hearing a history lesson Raphael wrote over on it. It says beauty, card number 13. Break it down to the 4. It says friendship bundle. It says the beauty of friendship creates an energy that is seen in a person's full of love. Expressing your highest nature with another who is equally engaged rings bells of joys for all to hear. What can you do to heal the turmoil in your world? Become a true friend. Create your friendship bundle and hang it around your neck like a great bird of prey. Feel yourself softening in the westerly wind, knowing the grace of dreams realized. People are known by the stories they tell. Your stories are constructs of the people you have met along your journey. Ultimately, the grandest and most beautiful is the story of meeting and sharing the journey with a kindred spirit, a true friend. Like, I'm hearing right now, bullying is ugly. It's ugly. Especially when there's a bigger purpose to this. This whole mission work that we're on right now is bigger than us. And those who's in a position to be able to share this message and share their message or share the message guided by the Most High should do it with integrity and do it humbly and not allow ego to get to, because that's what happened with the people in power of today as we know it within the US and the UK and the governmental system. They allowed power and ego to get to their head, and this is what we're having to now step into this warrioress energy for. You understand? To restore the balance that was originally meant to be. The will of the Most High. This is not how it was meant to be. There's no point having an angel face and an ugly heart. There's a song and it says you have to look into yourself before you look out. Talking to somebody, or spirits talking to somebody. Card number 22 again, bottom of the deck. I'm going to read what it says. It says, life is a journey shrouded by a veil of uncertainty. It's a path stretched exclusively before you. As you live your journey, it is your faith in spirit that is the catalyst and the torch that moves you forward and lights the way. Fortunately, spirit lives in us all. The pathfinder shaman walks the trail before you, lending his hand in the form of extraordinary symbols. But this shaman is frightening at first, because you are not sure what he is presenting to you. What is that he's carrying? A cross? If that doesn't resonate, what would? What is this person carrying towards you? Anyway, it reads, perhaps a lightning bolt or a beautiful clay pot. What are your symbols? What is the central tree or post of your foundation? The pathfinder stands in the physical, but it overcomes with the beauty of spirit. He offers all of his wisdom to you. Go deeply within to find that blue sky, your center, your core, your soul, your heart, your forgiveness of whosoever may have hurt you in the past, in order to bring this healing. And on that note, I hope this message has resonated with you. And I will go into another energy. I've got some time this rising before I have to get back to it, And this is the touching message. I'm feeling it. So love and light, and most of all, healing synergy. Unity being the highest energy of all right now, in order to bring forward this beauty that's been darkened. Spirit says, bring the light, balance your masculinity with your femininity. This is a new earth. And this is the reason why that we've been cracked open, in order to gain this inner standing, this inner knowing, this wisdom that came out in the beginning, in order to raise this consciousness, in order for this transition that we're in right now, that's happening. Guess you just have to believe. Believe in yourself firstly and the gift that you've been ordained for, and don't allow ego to get to you, I guess is the message of the Shamanic here. To either the hunter or the hunted is what I'm hearing. Love and light.